Hello trader, this is a complete multi-time frame analysis on euro dollar and British pound US dollar. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have both of this instrument. As you can see, there is a PPI coming, and with the previous CPI, the market started to trend again as expected. So in this lower time frame, we can see that both of this instrument, after a massive breakdown here, we have seen a decent pullback. Is this market again creating a new lower low? So let's see first of all from the multi time frame analysis, starting with euro dollar to see the overall picture in this market. So looking at euro dollar from the monthly chart, we can see that this instrument from the monthly time frame is on a monthly pullback. We can see from this monthly support level on euro dollar, there is a stronger bounce back to the upside on euro dollar, followed by we can see the price again on a deeper pullback here. Now with this monthly pullback, expecting euro dollar to potentially drop back down here to this support level. If we look at the weekly chart here, we can see that from the weekly time frame, this is the weekly price action where there is a weekly gap open, followed by back to back 2 weeks bearish move here. And from the weekly time frame, as this is a weekly support level, we can see there was a gap open here, and with this gap open, the market has made its initial bearish move, followed by we can see that there is a bearish price action here as well on euro dollar. Now this weekly candlestick pattern that we have seen the market open is showing further possibility to drop, as there was a gap open and the bulls tried to break that high. Instead, we can see from that level the market started to break below this level. Now if we look at the daily chart here on euro dollar, we can see that from the daily time frame, this is the daily price action where there is a daily bearish move, followed by this pullback, another drop, followed by this pullback. Whenever the market is coming here on euro dollar, is coming break below here where there is a liquidity grab, and then we can see from the daily time frame another bearish price action in that area. Now yesterday we saw that there was a massive break below with a big bearish candle here on euro dollar, and with that bearish move we can expect for this market to continue to drop here to this intraday support level. Now we could see that potential trend continuation here on euro dollar. Now if we look at the 4-hour chart here, that we can see this instrument is also showing stronger downtrending market structure here. And here is a trend that we can see. This is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and also resistance here. Every time the market was testing that resistance on euro dollar, we see there was a rejection, and finally we saw that euro dollar has broken from this structure with a stronger impulse, followed by this initial pullback here from the 4-hour chart. And with that pullback, what we can expect on euro dollar for this market to trend again here, what I think that to create a new lower low as a stronger impulse, followed by almost 5 session. The price didn't move much. That means that this could be a very decent pullback is over. And as the market start to break below, expecting the market to potentially continue to trend. Already we see that there is a 1-hour double top formation. Would like to see the market has broken that structure here, and after this break of this structure we can look for potential selling opportunity. After price action confirmation, we will be looking to sell with a high probability trade setup. Now looking at British pound US dollar, already we are on a trade on GBPUSD. Let's see that how we can add position or secure that trade when the market reach in an important level. Now British pound US dollar, if we look at the monthly chart, that we can see this market from the monthly time frame also having a sharp rejection from this key level of monthly resistance here. Now if we look at the past year, we can see this is where the market has made a bigger move here on GBPUSD. With this bigger move with a stronger drop to that level, we can see the price again trend back to the upside to this key level. Now we can see that this is the monthly move here on British pound US dollar, And with that monthly move, the price started to pull back here, and I think the price potentially could break this monthly low or even further below here to create a potentially lower low. Now if you look at the weekly chart here on British pound US dollar, we can see that from the weekly time frame, here is the weekly price action where there is a weekly move followed by 3 weeks the price started to break below. Now this is an also typical uptrending market structure. The market is approaching this swing low here, which is a key level of support, expecting that British pound US dollar to drop down here and then to break below, as there is a this is a weekly 20 EMA approaching. And once the market managed to break the support, we might see a stronger drop here to create a potentially new lower low. Now if we look at the daily chart here on GBPUSD, we can see that from the daily time frame, this is the daily price action where the market is having a reaction pullback and the market is trending, creating series of lower high and lower low. Now with that series of lower high and lower low, expecting GBPUSD potentially trend down here to create a new lower low. Now this support is quite important as the market is approaching that support with a stronger bearish move. We could see that the price to potentially break that support or to create a new lower low. Now if we look at the 4-hour chart here, that we can see there is a 4-hour pin, but this is where we have open sell on British pound US dollar. And what I think the market will at least try to break this low here from the 4-hour, as there is a pin bar and it's a stronger bearish price action, expecting this market to trend down here to create a new lower low. This is the previous swing low here, and as the market showing a stronger bearish trend, expecting it to break below to 20, 25, even to 30, 35 pip move here on GBPUSD, expecting that the market to trend back down here, even potentially to create a new lower low to take any of this key level here. So this is where on British pound US dollar we are on a sell from this pin bar. If we see that lower time frame, further confirmation, we can add sell position to add more on an winning trade. Traders, if you enjoy this education and analysis, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day.